And right now, police are investigating threats made to several local schools over the past 2 days, renewing a push for the youth to speak up and speak out. And the parents of the Michigan high school shooter are heading back home after being reported missing earlier today. They're now facing charges in connection to the incident. Also, the Omicron variant reaches more communities in the U.S., but health officials are urging people not to panic. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for staying with us. School threats incidents at Memorial High School and Verona High School and Lafallette High School, Waukesha West High School as well. In just 2 days, there's been 4 threats of violence at schools in our area. Yesterday, one at Memorial and Lafallette, and today, one at Verona and Waukesha West High Schools. Police were stationed at some of the schools today, providing an extra level of security. Sadly, these threats of violence in our schools are something we've had to adjust to, but district leaders and the state's top attorneys told us today that they're grateful information is coming in with enough time to act on them more often than not. Brad Hamilton is live outside Madison Lafallette High School tonight, where police made their presence felt one day after a student brought a gun to class. Brad.
Well, the district also added staff from Central's office as they wanted to make sure that students felt safe today at Lafallette, as well as that police presence that you mentioned. And officials that we talked to today said it's important to speak up on these threats, no matter the size, because it can make a huge difference in the outcome.
A simple action, picking up the phone, may have prevented a bad situation from getting much worse in Madison.
I want to commend those individuals that gave us the tip.
Police arrested an 18-year-old yesterday who had a loaded gun at Lafallette High School. The district told us today a concerned community member called the tip into the school office moments before the arrest.
The more we see of this, this kind of communication when people see concerns, the safer that our schools are going to be.
Attorney General Josh Kaul has been working to improve that communication, too. He's been instrumental in launching the Speak Up, Speak Out app in 2020. It gives students, teachers, and parents a platform to provide anonymous tips quickly.
But our analysts are specifically trained to respond to those situations, and they've been working with schools around the state since we've launched this tip line.
Around 80% of schools across Wisconsin, including right here in Madison, use this system, which has generated more than 1,500 tips. Kaul says a team of trained analysts sifts through each tip and apply whatever resources are appropriate.
Something as simple as contacting a school counselor so that a welfare check can happen with a student if there's concern about self-harm, or it could be a more extensive response if there's a concern that one student may be harming somebody.
Even though the Lafallette tip didn't come in through the Speak Up, Speak Out platform, Kaul is glad that any tip of any kind came in. It's one piece of a broader puzzle to keep our children safe, and something that starts outside of school.
Have a strong conversation with your child or your children or your neighbor's children about being responsible.
The Madison police did add 4 officers to the outside of Lafallette, as well as 2 extra officers during release. And we did learn from school officials that it was a safe day of learning. Reporting live in Madison tonight, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad, thank you. As we mentioned earlier, police were at Verona Area High School this morning after school officials received a tip about a possible shooting. The school's principal sent an email to parents saying early this morning they received an anonymous message on the school's tip line about a potential act of violence. The message said there were rumors of a school shooting today. School officials said they have no reason to believe there are any safety or security threats at this time. They're working with the Verona Police Department to further investigate. And a Waukesha High School was evacuated today after school staff received an email containing information about a threat directed at students. Waukesha West High School was immediately put on a hold designation after a principal received the email this morning. The hold meant students and staff could continue their lessons without anyone leaving their classrooms for any reason. Waukesha police later ordered the school to evacuate. School officials said classes will resume on Monday. We have continuing coverage of the Michigan school shooting. The parents of the teen suspect were reported missing earlier today, but now their lawyer says they are returning home. Investigators say Jennifer and James Crumbly stopped communicating with their attorney and did not appear for a scheduled arraignment this afternoon. The two allegedly left town for their own safety, but are now returning to face arraignment. The Crumblys are being charged with involuntary manslaughter. Prosecutors say they gave their son access to the gun used in the incident and didn't intervene despite problems at the school before the shooting. Daryl Forges has the latest.
While the shooter was the one who entered the high school and pulled the trigger, there are other individuals who contributed to this.
The parents of the alleged shooter, 15-year-old Ethan Crumbly, also facing charges.
James Crumbly is charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Jennifer Crumbly is also charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter.
Prosecutors say the teenager was present with his father, who purchased the weapon used in the shooting 4 days prior. Also, the teen posted an image of the weapon on social media.
Based on the statements of the shooter, the statements of Mom, that was his gun.
The prosecutor also says school officials warned the parents about Crumbly's behavior, including a time the teen was searching for ammunition on his phone.
Jennifer Crumbly exchanged text messages about the incident with her son on that day, stating, quote, LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught.
Prosecutors say on the morning of the shooting, the 15-year-old drew disturbing images, including someone being shot and the words, "My life is useless." Later that day, Ethan Crumbly allegedly opened fire, killing 4 and injuring 7 others.
The 6-hour 9mm handgun purchased by James Crumbly was stored unlocked in a drawer in James and Jennifer's bedroom. We need to do better in this country. We need to say enough is enough.
I'm Daryl Forges reporting.
Ethan Crumbly has pled not guilty and is currently being held in county jail without bond. Police say a 15-year-old was arrested for allegedly stabbing another teen during a fight. Officers were called to a fast food restaurant in the 4600 block of Verona Road around 5:45 yesterday. They say several teens were involved in the fight when one of them was stabbed. The victim was later found at a nearby grocery store with a wound to the abdomen. The suspect is facing several charges, including first-degree reckless endangerment. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office is identifying the 22-year-old man who was shot and killed at a gas station in Blooming Grove last weekend. They say Colby Bracey of Madison died after being shot at the Quick Trip in the 4100 block of Milwaukee Street around 9:30 Sunday morning. Authorities say the suspect, 29-year-old Trevon Adams, allegedly shot Bracey while he sat in his car. Bracey tried to drive away before crashing into a retaining wall. Witnesses say they saw Adams pull Bracey out of the car and heard 2 more gunshots before Adams drove off in Bracey's car. Governor Tony Evers has vetoed 5 Republican-authorized anti-abortion bills. The move comes a day after the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments in a case that could curtail, if not end, women's rights to abortion. In a tweet announcing the vetoes, Evers said, "I will veto any legislation that turns back the clock on reproductive rights in the state, and that's a promise." Republicans do not have enough votes in the legislature to override the vetoes. More cases of the Omicron variant are popping up throughout the U.S. Wendy Gillette has more from New York.
Members of the White House COVID response team are calling for calm as the Omicron variant spreads.
We are equipped and prepared to fight the Omicron variant head on.
Cases of the strain first identified in South Africa have popped up in multiple states, including Minnesota and Colorado, while the U.S. is still battling another COVID strain.
99.9% of cases in the country right now are from the Delta variant.
A recent study published in The Lancet found booster shots significantly strengthen the body's immune response against COVID-19, which could be critical in the fight against Omicron.
Get vaccinated and get boosted.
New York became the state with the most cases in the nation when the governor announced Thursday 5 cases were detected.
We have to assume that means there's community spread. We have to assume that means we're going to see a lot more cases.
President Biden has launched a new push to fight COVID-19 this winter, including widespread vaccinations and increased testing.
In order to beat COVID, we have to shut it down worldwide.
Beginning Monday, travelers entering the country will have to be tested for COVID within a day of their arrival. The rule applies to everyone, including vaccinated U.S. citizens. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, New York.
And a new study found Omicron to be at least 2.4 times more likely to reinfect someone who has already had COVID compared to other variants. Pfizer now says its COVID vaccine could be adapted relatively quickly to target the Omicron variant. The company says it will not be able to prevent the first wave of infections from the new strain, but because it'll take about 100 days to develop and distribute a new vaccine. Despite the delay, leaders at Pfizer say they are confident the current vaccine will sufficiently protect individuals. Cases of a rare but potentially life-threatening COVID-19 complication seen in children are increasing. The complication is called multi-system inflammatory syndrome, or MIS-C. The CDC found MIS-C cases were up more than 8% in November. The CDC counted nearly 6,000 cases through November 30th. More than 50 children in the U.S. have died from MIS-C. The syndrome is one of the many reasons public health officials are strongly encouraging parents to get their children vaccinated. Well, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out of the studio today. He is live in Verona for the annual lighting of the city's Christmas tree. Gary.
Mark, you know it's that time. Santa's here. The kids are getting ready. We got carolers going on in the background. This is over at Central Park in Verona. In a few minutes, right after weather, we'll be lighting the holiday lights here live in Verona.
Looking forward to that. It's a fun event every year, Gary. We'll see you in a few minutes. A Trump-era immigration policy is making its way back to the White House. Coming up, why the Biden administration is reinstating the Remain in Mexico measure. And later at 6, some local officers are giving Santa a helping hand this Christmas. Hear how their efforts are also helping local families at 6. And here's a look at the stocks on this Friday. The Dow Industrials down 59. The NASDAQ off 295 points. The S&P 500 down 38, and we'll be right back.
Now at Century House. Give $50 or more to charity and receive $400 off stressless Mayfair recliners and office chairs, $200 off any stressless recliner and office chair, and $200 off each stressless sofa seat. Don't wait. It's time for stressless. Donate and save at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
It's time to choose a Medicare plan. So why not choose a 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plan from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more. Call us today to find a plan that fits your budget and your lifestyle. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers, featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Don't wait. Call now to get plan details from Quartz or speak with one of our enrollment specialists today.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just a cold. If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Unlike other cold medicines, Coracetin provides powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure. Be there for life's best moments with Coracetin, now in sugar-free liquid.
$5 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, U.S. Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Tonight at 6, copycat threats are causing panic, how school officials are getting these tips, and what's legit and what's not. Plus, the Madison Police Department is giving back. We'll show you how they plan to make some kids very happy this holiday season, coming up at 6.
Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, in his first sit-down interview since the deadly shooting on the set of the movie Rust, actor Alec Baldwin says he's not responsible for the death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. Hutchins was killed and director Joel Sousa was wounded when the .45 caliber prop gun fired a live bullet. Baldwin says the revolver went off when he and Hutchins were rehearsing.
Take the gun and I start to cock the gun. I'm not going to pull the trigger. He goes, well, just cheat it down and tilt it down a little bit like that. And I cock the gun. I go, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? And she says, and then I let go of the hammer of the gun and the gun goes off.
Baldwin's assertion that he did not pull the trigger was supported by the film's assistant director. Investigators are looking into how a live round got into the gun that Baldwin was practicing with. So far, no criminal charges have been filed. President Joe Biden is now reinstating a controversial Trump-era immigration policy. Skylar Henry explains.
The White House says President Biden remains opposed to the Trump-era Migrant Protection Protocols program, in which migrants were forced to remain in Mexico while their asylum cases were processed in U.S. courts.
Deeply flawed. That's why we stopped enrolling individuals in the program on day one and subsequently issued a memorandum in June terminating the program.
But the Supreme Court upheld a federal judge's ruling that the program was improperly shut down and ordered it to be started again, something the Biden administration now says it's prepared to do.
Our view of the program has not changed. We're working to implement under the court order.
The court ruling said the program could only start back up again if Mexico agreed to participate. But immigrant rights advocates say the administration could have done more to avoid resuming it.
We think that the Biden administration could have pushed Mexico a little bit harder to find some ways to either stop this program from going back into effect or to find ways to make it significantly better than it was before.
The rules could resume as early as Monday, with some changes. The government will have to provide COVID-19 vaccines to migrants waiting for their hearing. It'll have to ensure shelters are safe and secure, make sure each case takes no longer than 6 months, and provide better access to legal counsel.
There is no way to make an inhumane policy humane. The reality is that migrants will continue to suffer from violence and danger when sent back to Mexico, and will continue to be unable to obtain the lawyers that they need to be able to have a fair shot at winning their case for asylum.
During the first iteration of Remain in Mexico, 1% of migrants were granted asylum. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The Biden administration plans to spend $14 million on new tents at border crossings in Texas for immigrants to attend court hearings virtually. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti live in Verona for the city's annual Christmas tree lighting. Gary, take it away.
Mark, you know, this is always something I look forward to every year. And of course, we couldn't do it last year because of COVID, but we're in Central Park in downtown Verona. We're with the Chamber of Commerce. They've got everything all set up. We're going to have Santa here in just a couple of seconds. We got the kids behind us. The carolers are going on. So the one thing Santa's probably looking for is some snow. Now, in the short term, I don't see that. I just see that we're going to see relatively cold weather for the next couple of days, and then we'll see some chances for showers, especially as we get into Sunday, but there'll be rain showers. So what Santa's looking for is some snow, and hopefully we'll get some of that next week. We got a couple of chances. One will be on Tuesday, and the other will be next weekend. So we'll have to keep an eye out for the possibility for some accumulating snow at that time. Now, as we check out Doppler track, right now, most of the snow is well to our north and east. Not going to help us very much, but again, we're looking forward to next week for the possibility for some accumulating snow. And in fact, some of the future track computer models right now, and there's the snow on the ground, but you see very little across the upper Midwest. But some of the future track computer models are hinting at the possibility for a couple of inches of snow, maybe like a 1 to 3 inch snowfall somewhere around Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. And then after that, we have maybe a little bit of light snow as we go to Thursday of next week. And then as time goes on, we'll see another weather system move in for Saturday and Sunday. And that brings the possibility for an additional couple of inches of snow, maybe a 2 or 3 or 4 inch snowfall. So when all is said and done, we could be looking, you know, at somewhere in the neighborhood of about maybe, 6 inches of snow by the end of next weekend, assuming that everything works out okay. But, keep your fingers crossed. I know Santa is looking at that as well. As far as temperatures right now, this does not look like a December weather map. Temperatures are in the 60s into St. Louis. They were in the mid-70s earlier this afternoon. The really cold air is north of the U.S.-Canadian border, and for the time being, it's going to stay there because the jet stream is kind of right in between us right now. But eventually, that jet stream will start sagging southward, and we'll see that colder air start to spread southward. That'll give us the better chances of snow again Tuesday, and then again toward the end of next week into the following weekend. But in the short term, it's that warmer air that's just to our south that's close to us. We've started to turn a little colder. Yesterday, we were around 50 50 degrees. Today, those temperatures, not quite as mild. We're down to 34 here in Madison, but it's not bitterly cold air by December standards. I mean, it's just pretty nice weather for this time of year. And again, we'll be looking forward to the possibility for some snow next week. But in the short term, tomorrow looks like a pretty nice day. Look for high temperatures in the upper 30s, a little bit above average for this time of year. So our forecast calls for partly sunny skies tomorrow, high temperature topping out at 38 degrees. And then as we check out the extended forecast, or first future track for tomorrow night, there is the possibility for some light snow or some light rain. This is mainly from late tomorrow night as we go into the day on Sunday. But right now it looks like that's not going to amount to very much. Certainly shouldn't lead to any snow accumulations. And then after that, it's next week that we have the better chances for snow. So as we check out the extended forecast, you'll see that temperatures are going to be cold enough for snow. We'll be in the mid-20s by Monday and Tuesday, and then those chances for snow Tuesday, maybe Thursday, and then again toward next weekend. That's probably when our best chances for snow will be. Now, I've got a special guest with us. Here's Santa Claus. Hi, Santa.
Hello. How's everybody doing tonight?
You know, we've been worried about you. I know last year we couldn't do this because of COVID. Hopefully things are starting to trend in the right direction, but you, Mrs. Claus, okay?
Yes, we've been healthy, thank God.
Good. And the kids, have they been good this year?
Very good. That's one reason why I'm here.
Okay.
I just wanted to let them know that they've been really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing them on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's great. So hopefully we'll get some snow in here for you, too. Yep. Now it's time to go light the lights.
My favorite time of the evening.
All right, Santa, take it away.
3, 2, 1. Happy holidays!
Woo! There we go. Hey, great job, Santa. There you go. Well, then we got the carolers going on back here. And again, this is down at Central Park in downtown Verona. So come on over by the Senior Center if you have a chance to and see the pretty lights we have here. Good job, Santa. Thanks as always.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas Eve,
Happy
Santa.
holidays.
Thank you, Gary. That should get you in the holiday spirit. Are you looking for a new job? Well, local airport officials want to help. The details after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, in over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. Today, the Coopers are a cost-conscious couple. But back in the day, not so much. Now, saving is more their style, which is why they chose Consumer Cellular. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. And award-winning customer service. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and get $100.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2022. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2022. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-855-597-0884 and make sure you're not missing out.
Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, the state capitol is getting into the holiday spirit.
3, 2, 1.
Official holiday tree lighting ceremony took place at noon in the rotunda. The tree is a 32-foot balsam fir donated by the Menominee Nation. Crews cut it from the grounds of the Menominee Tribal Enterprise Forestry Center in Kashina. The theme for this year is Hometown for the Holidays. Each year, the Capitol holiday tree is filled with handmade ornaments from kids, students, and families from every corner of the state. This year, students were invited to contribute ornaments showcasing their hometown, their neighborhood, or local area, the strength of neighbors and community, or what their hometown or home state means to them. Are you looking for a new job? The Dane County Regional Airport wants to help. TSA hosted a hiring event today to recruit new transportation security officers. Attendees were able to complete some of the steps in the hiring process and learn which openings were available. Officials say the goal of the event is to make sure the agency is adequately staffed to help travelers through the holidays. If you're interested, TSA will be holding another hiring event tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Sheridan Madison Hotel on John Nolan Drive. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
Black Friday mattress deals have been extended for one final week at Ashley Home Store. It's your last chance to save up to 65% off top brands and get $1,100 in instant savings on select mattresses. Plus, pay no interest financing for up to 5 years on luxury brands. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Tackle tough jobs with Bosch power tools and accessories from Menards. From the workshop to the job site, Bosch packs the performance and features you need to get the job done right. That's why Bosch is the choice of pros. And with Menards' trusted team and huge selection of over 500 Bosch tools, bits, blades, and accessories, finding the right tool is easy. Save big on Bosch tools and accessories at Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Short on time? Hectic week? Or maybe you just need some variety. Let us make life a little bit easier for you. Fresh ingredients, family recipes, and no reservations required. Absolutely delicious heat and eat take-home meals from Quick Trip. Quick Trip, we got you covered.
One of our biggest sales of the year ends soon. The Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get huge savings on already low prices, up to 50% off. Plus, see what's new, what's in stock, and save 25% on our great accessories. Give your home that special touch. Huge store-wide savings at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Hurry and soon. And for better sleep, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions and see how easy it is now to shop for a mattress.
With a Ford F-150 and an available Pro Power onboard generator, you're not just ready, you're holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
Hey guys.
Hey, Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, U.S. Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Black Friday deals have been extended for one final week at Ashley Home Store. It's your last chance to save up to 65% off doorbusters and special deals on our hottest looks store-wide. Plus, no interest financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley Home Store.
On this Friday night, new charges against the parents of the alleged gunman who killed 4 people at a Michigan high school. Could the deadly rampage have been prevented? Plus, mixed signals about the economy from the latest jobs numbers. Which industries are still being hit the hardest? And Steve Hartman goes on the road. After more than a century in business, how a community rallied to save a beloved family general store. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
Here's a live shot from Verona. The carolers on the way. Gary is coming back from the studio, so Austin's here to give us one final check of the forecast.
Oh, look at that. I like hearing the carolers more than me talking about snow.
All right, let's listen to them.
But we do have some changes in the forecast that are coming. Now, the future track, it is going to show a chillier weekend ahead of us. Saturday, we don't really need to worry about anything with partly sunny skies taking over. On Sunday, most likely scenario is that we will see a few of those rain showers reaching the ground. A few flurries or lighter snow showers, also a possibility for some of our northern communities, but we're not looking at much in terms of actual accumulation. I do think our first round of snow that's going to stack up looks to be on Tuesday, about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. Afterwards, we have even a few more snow chances.
Looking a little more like Christmas around here.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Austin. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you back here at 6 o'clock. In the meantime, have a good evening.